Hello my Style Squad angels, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and to anyone that is new here, hi, hello, my name is Christy. I'm a personal stylist that helps women rise through style, and I'm super excited to have you here. Now, I just got back from vacation, not that you'd know, because I have basically no tan. But a couple of you had been DMing me on Instagram asking what kind of makeup routine I was doing while I was away and what I'm using for this summer, so I thought that's exactly what I would show you. Just an updated makeup routine to show you what it is I'm doing currently. These videos are fairly chill, so grab yourself some coffee. That is what I'm going to be sipping on because you guys know I love the brewed bean. I'm also going to be talking to you guys about the silicone super sponge that Tati had reviewed quite some time ago. I had ordered one on pre-order, finally got it in, have been using it, so we're going to talk about that today. All right, so cat ears are on. First thing is primer. You guys know I use the Scandinavia setting primer, so I'm going to toss this on. Now, because, believe it or not, for yours truly, I do have a bit of a tan, even though I'm ghostly white. I know. I've already lost most of my tan from when we got back. I just do not tan in general, and my skin doesn't hold a tan on top of that. The L'Oreal True Match foundations, I'm going between a number 1 and 2 because, yes, I'm fair. The Super Sponge. Now, this is a silicone infused sponge, which Tati had reviewed, gave it rave reviews. I was dying to try it because the Beauty Blender itself sucks up so much product in the actual sponge, and this claims to absorb less product. Now, the top portion here, the darker portion, is where the silicone is on this product, and the bottom half is just the regular normal sponge. So if you feel like you've applied too much product somewhere, you can, dab that on your face and get rid of it. But so far, I have been using it and loving it. It even comes with a little scrub cleaner. And honestly, to clean this little baby is the easiest thing in the world. Just a little warm water and soap, and you just gently scrub it and everything comes off. It's the best thing ever. Supposed to last 2 to 4 times longer than other beauty sponges. So I'm hoping that actually is the case, but I don't know yet because it's only been, I received it just when I had gotten back. So it's been a very short amount of time that I've been using it, but really, really loving it. Just put a couple dots of both of the foundation colors. I love L'Oreal True Match. I don't ever know why I end up getting away from this foundation because I adore it so much. But I love how lightweight it is. I love that there's so many shades to choose from to find your correct shade. Because I said I'm in between a little bit with colors, I'm gonna blend this a little bit on my neck. Now for summertime, if you're someone that has nice skin, one thing that you can do is either A, use a BB cream, or what I suggest that you also do is just take your regular foundation that you love, whatever that may be. Even the L'Oreal True Match, I love doing this on clients that have really nice skin. And what you can do is just mix it with a moisturizer you currently use just to water down the product a little bit. And that'll give you a really nice sheer coverage if you're someone that doesn't need a lot. And it'll make sure that the product goes and lasts a really long time, which is beautiful. But because my skin's not in the best of shape with the melasma, although it is something I'm trying to get rid of, my makeup routine needs a little bit of extra TLC to kind of hide and conceal that. Next up is concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I've been raving about this for quite a while already to you guys, you know that. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit of this under, so hard to do this without a mirror in front of you, under my eyes. And I'm just gonna put a touch of it on the melasma spots as well. But I'm gonna mix the second color up here just so it doesn't get too light. The second color I'm using, the first one was Swan, the second color I'm using is Almond. And I'm just gonna put 1 dot over each. So again, there's just a little bit of that mix there. One thing I love about this is I feel it presses concealer in really nicely. And the Beauty Blender also did like a fantastic job, let's be real. But there's something about this, I don't know, it just seems to make it look that much more natural, which I really, really like, especially under the eye. It just seems to crease less, it presses in the product a little bit better. Because it's not absorbing product the same way the Beauty Blender did, I don't know, I just feel like you get a better coverage. Is that weird? If you guys have been using this as well, please let me know. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. I don't know anyone else like in my personal life that has it or uses it right now, and I'm so impressed with it. It's wild. So I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but there's like no creasing under my eye after applying that with the super sponge. which the Beauty Blender was fairly the same way, but it's still got a little bit of creasing. This just looks so flawless to me under the eye. All right, now that the face is on, the next thing that I do for a natural glow is take the Smashbox contour stick. This is the leftover with the cap attached to it of the bronze stick. I have to replace this. I actually ordered a Milk matte bronze product that I'm going to try instead of this one afterwards. So I'm looking forward to that, but this has been amazing. I really, really like it. I just love how creamy it is. It just glides onto the skin. So I just frame the outer portions of my face and I add a little bit more just across the eyebrow arc there. And I find this just gives like the perfect amount of like color, especially for me, because let's be real, I'm so fair. So I can't go too dark, but blending this in just gives me a nice amount of natural color. What I like about this bronzer is that it's creamy, so it tends to look a little bit more natural, whereas powder will obviously sit on the skin. So on that note, I'm going to continue with a cream-based product and grab this Becca. This is their Beach Tint in the color, what color is this? In the color Lychee. It has this vibrant pink, almost slightly coral color to it. And I just take a very, very small drop on the back of my hand there. A small amount on the end of my cheek. You can see how pigmented that is. But it actually blends out to be a really lovely color. And a nice flush on the cheek, which I like. Now, I'm a blush lover. Not everybody is. So if this doesn't speak to you, obviously you can bypass this or choose another color. But I love that. Look at that natural flush. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's a nice natural color, and I like to push it into the bronzer that I've already got just so it looks like again, a little bit more natural than just popping it directly on the cheek itself. And then just because I like to finish my face off first, the other thing I like to use is the Custom Enhancer Drops by Cover FX. Now this is the color Moonlight. It's so weird. I've had this in my drawer for ages, and I didn't really ever gravitate towards it. And then over the past 6 months or so, it's basically all I use for highlight. I really love it. So I just add 2 small drops. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera or not. And then what I like to do is, again, just press it into the skin. You can see that? Isn't that nice? Ooh! And then I like to bring it around the arc of my eye and right on the top of the cheekbone. So I just like to pat it in best that I can so that it doesn't look like just a streak across my face. I like to make it look a little bit more natural. But I just love the glow it gives. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Ugh, I just love it. Now, after the cream-based products have been put on, what I like to do is just set around like my nose and chin area because that's where I can get a lot of creasing. But I leave my forehead and cheek area alone from powder just because it doesn't really need it. I don't tend to get like greasy and oily in those areas. But here I find I get a lot of shine, and just from my mouth crease, like the products sometimes will crease together. So I just like to set everything with a bit of powder. So I'm gonna do that with the RCMA no color powder. It's super inexpensive. The stuff lasts a long time. I really like it. You can order it online. I don't think Sephora carries it, but I'll see if I can find a link for you guys, and I'll pop it down below. Okay, now for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. This is what I've been going to lately. I love this palette. It is so beautiful. If you have not tried it before, highly recommend. Look at those colors there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, just love them. Now for this, I'm only going to be using 2 colors because this is going to be a very, very natural eye look. This is often what I gravitate towards in the summertime, is just easy eye makeup, nothing too fussy, so I can just head on out the door and go about my day. So I'm going to start off with the color Golden Ochre up here at the top. And I put it on a larger fluffy brush. Now this one is, ooh, the number is wiped off almost completely. This is the E40 by Sigma. Love their brushes, you guys know that. What I'm going to do is take this color, and starting at the outer corner of my eye, I'm just going to sweep the Golden Ochre in. And just go back and forth. Now you can deepen this color as much as you like. The color is relatively light to begin with anyway, which is why I like it, because it keeps the whole look very natural, which is what I was going for. And then because I have hooded eyes, as I'm coming to the outside, the odd time I kind of sweep it out towards the end of the brow. just to keep the eye looking relatively lifted. So it just gives that little bit of definition that you guys will be able to see. Going back in, I'm gonna take this light purple color here, like this light purpled gray, and I think it's called Buen Fresco. I might be mispronouncing that, sorry. And what I'm gonna do is take the color, now this is gonna be fairly light, so hopefully you can see, but I'm gonna press it into the outer corner of the eye so it kind of makes a line towards the end of my brow here. And then from there, I'm going to blend it in my crease or socket for me because I have a hooded eye. You can do this for the crease of your eye. And I'm going to blend that line out so that it's not very harsh. And again, it just further shadows against, like in the eye socket area, just to further define the eye a little bit more. So you can see it gives a little bit more definition. And once I've gone in there, I just go back in with the brush with no extra product on it, and I just like to further blend those two together to make sure there's no harsh lines, because again, I want this to just be nice and natural. Kind of it for the eyeshadow. Now, if you want, and this is what I've actually just decided in the moment I'm gonna do, you can take one of the shimmer colors. I'm gonna be taking Primavera, which is like the light golden shimmer color, and just using my ring finger, I'm gonna pat it on the inner corner there, just for a little something. You guys know I love my metallics anyway. And then I'm going to apply some mascara. So as always, I go in with my L'Oreal Lash Primer. And then I'm going in with mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. And also for this look, I only put mascara on the top lash line. I don't put anything on the bottom. And just to give the lashes a little bit of extra thickness and length, I also apply 2 coats of mascara. I'm gonna fill in my brows quickly just a little bit because they actually are bothering me now that I'm looking up close. And then to top off the natural look, I'm going to be using the YSL, I think this is the Balm, what is this called? Oh, this is their Volupte Tint in Balm. This is color number 7. It's just a really pretty coral shade. I love this stuff. Oh, so good. Just gives a really beautiful flush of color, a nice sheen to the lips without looking too overdone. Great to just throw in your purse and go during the day. And then just to set the makeup look, I'm going to be using my favorite setting primer. This is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray, which I love. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice, natural, no makeup look. This is easily my go-to summer ready makeup. I think it's just nice and effortless for most part. I know some of you, again, if you have nicer skin, you don't have to do all the foundation and stuff. But for me, this makes me feel comfortable, but it's still easy. I can dash out the door and still feel put together. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sending you all the love to the moon and back, and I will see you again very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.